So this is the kickoff concert of our 20th anniversary season, which by anyone is a big milestone for many organizations, but for a smaller town or towns of a smaller population to be able to support that is really to the credit of the environment and the region that we live in, and to the dedication of our local people to the arts, to the performing arts. Around each of our concerts throughout the season, we have special events planned. For the opening concert at the Todd Performing Arts Center at Chesapeake College, we have a special thank you reception at the intermission, which is being sponsored by Piazza Italian Market. Emily has graciously agreed to provide a Prosecco and drinks toast, as well as hors d'oeuvres that will be available to everyone in the audience at the intermission. So the reception is of no charge to everyone in the audience as the Mid-Atlantic Symphony's way of saying thank you for 20 years of wonderful patronage. On Friday evening, the 29th, we're at the French Embassy in Washington, D.C. On that Sunday, the October 1st concert is at the Ocean City Convention Center, where there will be a gala cocktail party and dinner reception following that for the event for people down at the beach. Then we have the second concert cycle, which is the beginning of November, I believe beginning November 4th. Then we have our Holiday Joy cycle, our New Year's Eve concert, which this will be the third year that we're doing the New Year's Eve concert at historic Christ Church here in Easton. Then we come into the beginning of February, where we have our Roaring Valentine's concert, and then our March concert cycle, and the finale of the season, the April concert cycle with Leon Fleischer.
Germany and France, in many ways, culturally, of course, have different languages, but feel so close to each other. And in terms of composition, they are sort of two sides of the same coin. The pairing that I think is really telling on this program is a Ravel paired with Brahms. When Brahms came to Paris to present, I think it was the Second Symphony, he received enormous criticism. Everybody thought it was atrocious, terrible music, except Ravel, who recognized the great genius and talked about the refinement and the finesse of the orchestration, which was visionary on his part, really. In many ways, you know, I had a teacher who used to say Brahms is French music. That's maybe exaggerated, but it has the same type of fluidity that French composers at the time were looking for, whether it's Debussy or a little later Ravel. But definitely with Debussy and Ravel and Brahms, we have three composers that are looking for a fluid language, that are looking for that kind of flow that we're going to find in this concert. In this program, the soloist we have, Virgile Boutelis, is kind of the perfect match because his playing is so fluid. Yeah, there is a 10-year anniversary of the Brahms 4. Brahms 4 is an iconic piece. In many ways, you know, it's every musician's favorite symphony, or so many musicians' favorite symphony. And we played it 10 years ago, and I wanted to celebrate, say we play a Brahms 4 every 10 years. When you ask every musician, what's your favorite, you know, Brahms symphony, everybody says number 4. It's really I think the most amazing symphony of that period, at least. And the mix of classicism, of romanticism, and again of Baroque that we find throughout the piece in a form that is completely modern, and again that adopts a very fluid Art Nouveau, post-romantic as well as romantic language. So it's really a very iconic and ultimate piece, and it was very fitting to start our tour.
Now when you come to the concert on end of September, beginning of October, when you come to the first concert, the audience will be able to greet one another, speak to one another at the intermission about the concert, how much they enjoy the symphony, and we'll be able to leave with that refrain, we look forward to seeing you next month. Because now, every month in this cycle, every month in this series, there is a concert.